adaptation. All right, back to another new game announcement. We're going to announce
Come
a
on.
brand new game and universe from a new team of legendary developers. Check this out.
I think that's us. Please be us. Yes, yes, finally.
Discovery, this is Command. Storm's in your way. Prepare for extraction.
Signal's breaking up. Command, I'll do one last scan. See you soon. Over. Okay, hurry. Now we're talking. Command, I may be onto something. I have it, Command. Repeat, I have it. Mission accomplished.
Hang tight, Doc. I've got this.
Glad you could make it.
We gotta move. Now. There's a storm coming. And hell's coming with it.
So we got the name, the year for the beta next year, and I guess somewhat the universe. It's
There
like
you
a,
have it,
it's a
Tim.
mix of everything.
Congratulations. Stormgate is real. We have a name and some details. So first of all, congratulations on this announcement. We're so excited about the return of RTS, brand new franchise. What is a Stormgate, though?
All right, so Stormgates are portals that open during a massive solar storm that unleash the infernal host on future Earth.
Okay. And we saw some hints of some, I mean, you know, you guys coming from Blizzard and StarCraft, everyone wants to know about races. You know, tell us about the sides in this RTS game.
Yeah, we're unveiling our first 2 factions today, but there will be more. So the Human Resistance, and we saw an archaeologist from the Human Resistance
go.
in that intro
The weakest
cinematic.
race.
And then also the Infernal Hosts, who are these demon-like monsters who come from another
The
world.
undead. Oh my god, it's literally
One
human
thing
against
everyone wants
undead.
to know about, especially your background pedigree of the team, of, you know, where do you want to push the RTS genre? It's something we've all loved for decades, but, you know, opportunity for a lot of innovation. I know you're going to show us, I think, some hints of where you're going to go image-wise with the actual gameplay made in Unreal Engine, but any sense of what you want to do for the gameplay in this game?
Absolutely. But the first thing I want to say is we are very consciously trying to stay true to what players already love about RTS. Where we're really trying to push the genre and be innovative. First off, approachability. For one thing, we're free to play, but no pay to win, no NFTs, nothing like that.
Human
Just
resistance.
lower that barrier to entry to get players in. But we're also really trying to be a lot more social. So you'll be able to play the campaign cooperatively. We've got 3-player open-ended co-op, and we've even got 3 versus 3 for competitive multiplayer. But of course, we've also still got 1v1 competitive.
And as a little surprise, I think we've got some first kind of work in progress images from the game, right?
Yeah, these are still very much still being worked on, but some shots of actual assets that we're building in Unreal Engine 5.
Wow. Well, I love it. And 2023, you said for the beta, so people can sign up now, get ready. And I'm just so thrilled that there is a brand new RTS franchise coming from you guys and your background and what you did, at Blizzard and StarCraft. We're so excited about this team, Frost Giant. Thank you so much for giving us your announcement today on Summer Game Fest.
Thank you so much for having us here. Really grateful.
Awesome. All right, Frost Giant, Stormgate, keep an eye out for it. Now it's time for another indie game announcement that I'm excited to share with you. High Water. Check this one out.
Good morning, High Water Dwellers. High Water Pirate Radio keeping you.
Oh shit, sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I was talking about like what we saw here.
I'll do one last scan.
It seemed like a mix of a lot of like similarities from Blizzard things. Like this looked like a probe initially, but it's more like
Hurry.
some sort of like drone or whatever. And this lady kind of feels like Nova. Or like a ghost. A lady ghost in StarCraft.
Now we're talking. Command, I may be onto something.
This kind of feels like a mineral from StarCraft. And then this thing happens.
Mission accomplished.
It's kind of weird. Like, I don't know if this is just like a plot line in the story or would this be like something like an objective in the game? Because there is a chance there might be objectives. And then this looks like Diablo. Doesn't it? I haven't played Diablo, but this made me think of Diablo instantly. And then this is very StarCraft-esque. This looks like, I don't know, a mix between a Marauder and a Goliath. But they just ended up fighting a bunch.
Make it.
We gotta move.
This kick is blown up.
Storm coming.
So the first 2 races is like these human ones, the resistance, whatever, and the other one is like
All right.
this evil undead something.
Just from the host.
And the images
First
that
thing
we saw,
and
there's just 2 screen caps pretty much,
some
or
shots
3.
of actual assets.
Yeah, this is weird. We don't see much. This has to be from like a campaign or like maybe the start of a game, but this is not like the actual game, like where things will be like this, I guess.
That we're building in Unreal Engine 5.
Wow.
Yeah, the units look, I feel like kind of big. These are like regular fighting units. This is like, looks like Dinosaur right here. This is like the main guy that we saw earlier.
Wow. Well, I love it.
I heard Todd is first on the beta list to sign up to test out 3v3. Dudes, 3v3? I don't think these guys realize that the Ape Town is 4v4.
Right, 2023, you said for the beta. So
They need to get it right. Yeah, so these guys kind of feel like undead slash Zerg. You see, like these guys look like Zerglings, like really, really small here. Then you got like the medium fighters. These guys all look the same except for a different color. And then you got like these marine-like characters there. I wonder if this is an actual like proper fighting unit here, because this is like a bigger ship that takes a lot of space on the screen. So maybe the scaling is not quite there yet. I mean, for them not to have shown actual gameplay, there must not be a lot ready for them to be able to show.
There is a brand new RTS franchise coming from you guys, and you're back giving us your announcement today on Summer Game Fest.
Thank you so much for having us here. Really.
Another indie game announcement that I'm excited to share with you.
All right. What do you guys think? I feel like it's hard to tell, right? Anything without seeing gameplay. Right, let me see. Warcraft 3, Reign of Chaos trailer. Is there like the old trailer? I mean, the trailer is like a cinematic, but was there an actual trailer? I'm trying to find one of the announcements for Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos, but I don't think we'll be able to find. Oh, it's just a cinematic. Oh, I found... Wait.
Since the orcs first appeared.
What the fuck? I don't think this had gameplay, though. C'est pas la vidéo quand tu lançais le jeu. Ouais, mais en fait, je veux un vrai trailer qui montre le gameplay. Qui présente le jeu. J'espère qu'il y aura des héros. Yeah, they said they were gonna be heroes, most likely. Or at least the initial build they were working on included heroes.
A generation has passed since the orcs first appeared.
Is that real? It's the first trailer, maybe?
And the tides of darkness swept over the world. The fate of the world.
I wanna find like some sort of like announcement where they showed gameplay. Maybe there isn't such a thing. I'm gonna search for the Frozen Throne. I found the Reforged announcement. We don't need to see that. I think yeah, there was no proper announcement videos back then. Maybe. It was just cinematics, right?
Betrayer. In truth, it was I who was betrayed. Still I am hunted. Still I am hated. Now my blind eye see what others cannot. That sometimes the hand of fate must be forced.
What is Murlocs? Or should I say Murlocs?
of doom upon all those who would oppose us.
Yeah, that's the actual dispute. Yeah, that's the actual intro of Frozen Throne, but I can't find an actual trailer from like that year with gameplay. Announcements. Maybe 2003. Yeah, there's nothing. Only this.
Cease to exist. Before they escape,
But to be honest,
their deaths will be fitting tribute.
I'm trying to compare basically like Warcraft 3 announcements with what we just saw. Because we just saw a couple of screenshots. If you saw this,
Though his rune blade
would you think this is likely to be a good game?
enchantments, Arthas's own power.
Because I would think this looks like a piece of shit.
It is
personally.
inevitable.
You seek to overthrow him, and you want my help to do it.
I mean, look at this. There's 3 Dreadlords, first of all, that makes no sense. Are they Power Rangers or are they Dreadlords? Like, what the fuck? There's the green, purple, and red one.
The best of us
What is this shit?
must fall.
Assume control over the
I mean, look at this. What the fuck is this? This is so scuffed. It looks terrible, dude.
There are too many of them, my king. Flee, escape from the
If I looked at this trailer like back in the day and I hadn't already decided I was gonna play WoW 3, I would have been like, fuck that. This game looks like complete garbage. There's no HP bar. He's killing ghouls in 1 hit. Oh my god.
We'll take refuge in the wilderness.
I mean, let's be real here. This looks like a pile of shit.
I lived as
And it still turned out to be one of the best games ever. That's why I feel like games early on don't, like, it doesn't mean much. Oh, actually, I know what we can look at. StarCraft. Right? StarCraft 2 also looked totally different initially.
This platform.
Is this one not fully loading?
To avoid different types of terrain.
Actually, this looks very decent. Well, StarCraft, that is. I guess graphics-wise. Yeah, this looked pretty damn good, I think. But still, it doesn't look nearly as good as the actual game.
Reminder of this. You can see they're still
The game looks way better than this. Like, the UI evolved quite a bit. It's not even like high graphics, it's like quite pixelated. Maybe the video itself is not 720p.
classic unit from the original
Yeah,
StarCraft.
thanks. Look totally different than this nowadays.
We're going to need to bring in another new Protoss weapon.
What year is this trailer from? Well, for some reason this bottom spot thing here doesn't load, but I'm assuming this is 2010 or 2011 is my guess.
Absorbing most of this Terran fire. This makes the Immortal the perfect choice to assault this kind of defended Terran position. To run for cover.
Closing in on our position.
Oh my god, the Stalkers look like complete garbage.
Destroy our Colossus, and then continue on to attack our
Mutas
base.
also look like kites or something.
We'll need to bring in some Phoenix. This is
But
a
there is
new
interview with Stormgate guy and
Protoss
back to
air-
Warcraft. I'm not gonna piggyback their content. You guys feel free to go watch that. I remember this. It's like the first moment you see a lot of units fighting one another.
We proceed. Directive confirmed.
final battle is joined. Now is the time to bring our full strength to bear. Entaro Tassadar, Commander. Carry forth the light of ire.
We've shown you some old units with some new abilities, as well as a great many new Protoss weapons. We'd like to leave you today with a look at a battle between the Protoss and the Terrans. This is the first time anybody outside of Blizzard Entertainment has seen these two races engaged in an epic battle in StarCraft 2.
That's the game announcement done really well here. Epic music, you see all the units showcased and fighting one another. I think it ends with a nuke, right?
Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear launch detected.
That's a game announcement, really well executed. Whoever wrote the script for this here did a fucking insane job. I think Frost Giant, when they show gameplay, they need to do something like this. Like, this was so well executed. I think this was announced when... Actually, I'm not sure. But I think it might have been when there was a tournament in Korea that I was there for. That I actually won. I don't know if that's when they showed this gameplay or not. This was like super hyped, super well done announcement. It's trailers from 2009. It is? Let's see. Yeah. I found the video. Wait, what? 2007, dude.
You know, I
Or
I don't know if that's where they showed this gameplay.
How do you feel now?
President and co-founder of Blizzard Entertainment, Paul Sands, COO. The 2007 Blizzard Worldwide Invitational brings together Blizzard fans from across the globe.
I remember I was seated behind Bisu and all these guys. And I was sitting next to Fov as well for this. Actually, me and Fov made the finals of that tournament as well.
It's time for us to kick off the 2000. We have some very events.
to present to you Blizzard's newest game.
여러분, 블리자드의
Everybody knew what it was gonna be.
소개합니다.
Kind of crazy that they announced it so many years in advance with just this teaser, I guess. It says hell is about time in Korean. Yeah, this is hype. If you're in an arena and or like a stadium and people lose their shit when they see this is really, really hype.
Wow. Pretty exciting stuff, huh?
And then, yeah, they showed a lot of stuff like this after.
How do you feel now after the announcement?
There's a part 2, what? Oh, there's the full trailer. Yeah, that trailer was hype as hell. I was there also for this. The year is not listed on this. September 13, 2015. That's not correct though, right? Let me see. This is Chobra? Oh, this is the event in Poland. I recognize the background. I think this is the event in Poland. But this is in LA right now. They're watching the Poland event. No, not Katowice. This is the Krakow one where Lil Bo finished first and Hydra second. I recognize the venue because we were on like a mezzanine here casting. I remember I got really tilted because I was playing ladder and then In Control, Tasteless and stuff, they came and they annoyed me while I was playing a ladder game upstairs and I got really mad. I told him to fuck off.
unlocked.
You carry your prison with you. That armor will be your new self. Make no mistake. War is coming. With all its glory. And all its horror. Mr. Findlay, your freedom awaits. Hell, it's about time.
This is the legacy of the Void. Cinematic, I think.
I am the swarm. Armies will be shattered. Worlds will burn.
That's a fucking trailer.
Now and last, on this world, vengeance shall be mine.
This is the heart of the Swarm one.
For I am the queen of the blades.
Okay, the Legacy of the Void, we need it in full screen. It may be the best one of them.
The Swarm brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. Today, we retake our homeworld. And with it, our legacy.
This is so fucking well made. 2015. Well, Frost Giant, I think you know what to do. We did epic cinematics. I feel like, honestly, the story is not even that important for the story to be good. It's about like building some epicness around like cinematics, characters, and most of all, gameplay. The gameplay of the game needs to be amazing. There's like no two ways around it. Like when you watch Warcraft 3, I don't think that Warcraft 3 looks amazing, but the gameplay is just so fucking good, right? Like even though the pathing is kind of stupid, there's no other game quite like it. So the gameplay is extremely important. It's the most important thing, I think. I'm trying to find some recent VOD for StarCraft 2 to show you guys the difference. For some reason, they don't appear. Oh, here they are. So earlier we watched like I guess the intro, whatever, where they show the units and stuff. But like this is how actually. Let me find EU game, the EU final or something. Okay, so this is
Elaser is often the one controlling the Reaper.
This is the grand finals of Europe.
And Harstem and Lambo both offer him a valuable out of all of those targets.
The game here looks much cleaner. Like the UI is amazing. You see like the teams down there for the players, Team Liquid. You see best of 7 and stuff. And like this is built into the UI. The game here looks way better than the fights of like Terran versus Protoss that we saw earlier, for sure. Everything looks way better, I think.
Has like 3 brains and 4
Thanks.
hands or something. Like,
Look
that
far
was
better.
insane.
Got a minimap. Holy shit. That game.
I have to watch. We've got some scan to clean up a lot of creep and stuff.
Chooses to stay. One.
Yeah, establish properly the right-hand side base. So, matches.
The thing about StarCraft is also the same thing. It's like very clean gameplay, much like Warcraft 3, much like Brood War. Yes, the graphics look really good, I would say here, but do the Warcraft 3 graphics look that good to you guys? I don't think the Warcraft 3 graphics are that amazing compared to like most games. It's not the beauty of Warcraft 3, it's not the graphics. So I almost feel like graphics are like secondary or something.
Right. Get to through these Waygate.
Let me see.
Row. Here though.
Hang on, the shit map.
All.
Let me try and find a game that's not.
So be better because Exo is constantly trapped in the bottom right hand side.
Well, it's on that mirror, but whatever.
Keep in mind,
you can see like.
The consumables are looking a lot better for Happy.
Like the graphics wise, this looks alright. I guess the map itself looks good, I would say. But in terms of like the races and the units, this is not the most amazing game design ever. Like the spiders look kind of stupid and stuff. So I'm trying to relate this to what we saw from Frost Giant, where, you know, like I feel like the first time you see a game with a few screen caps, the game's gonna look like what the fuck, like some bullshit. But I don't think it means much about whether the game might be good or not. In this case. I compare these to like some of the early images of Warcraft. I mean, those looked ridiculous. And like here, the game looks like not the best graphics-wise, but we all know, everybody that's watching this right now, like on this Warcraft channel or mainly Warcraft channel, we all know what the gameplay of Warcraft is like. The gameplay is the beauty. Both players right now, they have their units on 1, they have their statues separate on 2. And then they're just microing their heart out, trying to target 1 unit at a time so that Orb can like do his job and stuff. And like the units will react very quickly, you will target down 1 unit, you will coil, you will cast multiple spells. That's the beauty of this game. The beauty of this game is not the fucking design of like those spiders and like shitty statues and skeletons that look like they're like, fucking made in 2D or something, you know? I think that's kind of my main takeaway from what I saw from Frost Giant. I feel like a lot of people, they're going to see the first few things from Frost Giant and think, okay, what the fuck was that? But I feel like it's like that for every game, personally. Like when it's first announced, you see gameplay, it's like, okay, like what am I looking at? And like in the case of Frost Giant, their game has like no lore, right? It's like the first game ever that they're gonna make, so we didn't even know what universe, what races they were gonna have. Whereas like Warcraft, this was Warcraft 3. There was like 2 previous Warcrafts before StarCraft. There was also StarCraft and StarCraft Brood War before.
3 fiends queued in the crypt, but it takes quite some time until they're finally ready. Happy knows.
And then this is also kind of with an advanced UI, which I'm sure like Frost Giant, they will put quite a bit of effort into their own UI. But yeah, the maps actually in Warcraft 3, come to think of it, look really good. Like the tile set and everything, at least most of them. That's something that's definitely been improved a lot, because in the past there were some definitely shitty looking ones. I feel like the maps look really cool. Alright guys, I think that's it for the Frost Giant game. We know the name, we know the year for the beta next year. It only said 2023, it didn't say a month or something. Yeah. Looking forward to what's more they announce and to seeing some gameplay. And ideally, I guess we'll be trying it out next year. But I mean, personally, like, I think it's hype to have a new RTS, but I think like it's a wrong approach to be like, oh my god, it has to be amazing, otherwise it's going to be a disaster and stuff. Like for me, hopefully they will patch Warcraft 3 and then I can have fun. I can have more fun with Warcraft 3 in the future as well. Like, let's say Frost Giant launches a successful game. It doesn't mean that I would stop streaming Warcraft 3 entirely, I think. Provided, ideally, there should be a patch by then that makes human a little less shit. The lore will come in time. Yeah, I think, yeah. It's important to give